Warning. Censorship. Warning.
Today's still lawful.
Well, it is and it isn't.
Avi Mini here from Melbourne's CBD for Rebel News. Bollards, police, ready because in a few minutes protesters are coming here to voice their outrage at the Victorian government, the Victorian Premier who's announced the third lockdown. Thousands marching in Melbourne within 3 hours of an announcement that we're going back into lockdown. We just arrived here in Melbourne CBD a couple of hours after the Victorian government, Daniel Andrews, the Premier, announced that the city is going into its third lockdown from 11:59 p.m. tonight. But in a couple of hours, anti-lockdown protesters announced that they will be marching on Melbourne CBD at the front of Flinders Street Station. That's why we're here. But we're a bit early. And as we arrived here, coming out of our car, police approached me. How you going, mate?
All right, how you going?
Another lockdown.
Yeah.
You
I'll
excited?
be obviously the police forward commander for this tonight.
Yep.
So obviously I want to be able to engage with yourself and others involved. Just
I'm
get
not
the
involved. I'm here to cover
Yeah,
it.
that's what you always say. But anyway, no worries. Let's just keep the relationship
What?
professional and friendly.
I always do.
So just in relation to expectations, obviously, there's going to be speeches, presentations,
I have no idea, yeah.
that sort of thing. You can have that communication with some of the people that you know and, sort of pass on some messaging from me to them, or if you identify some of them, let me know and I can have that
But today's
conversation as
legal,
well.
no? Today's still lawful.
Well, it is and it isn't. So as long as the group's not over 100, it's all good. However, if there are obstructions...
Have you seen across the road how many people are in that stadium right
there
now?
are obstructions
Did
to
they look?
transport, to pedestrians, road networks, obviously.
Listen, the thing, I'll be clear, it has nothing to do with me. I don't know. I've seen it online just like you probably seen it online. But I find it funny that you just quoted 100 people went across that road. Now, how many thousands are there?
Go back to DHHS. They've obviously given their tick of approval. That's all I'll say.
The virus, no, I've worked it out. The virus doesn't know how to cross the road. It seems like they found the UK strain here in Melbourne. Police are rushing to the scene.
UK strain, it is so hyper infectious and moves so fast that it is presenting a very, very real challenge to our status, our stay safe, stay open.
Where are you from?
I'm from Newcastle in England.
It probably started with one individual in the southeast of England in September of last year.
Oh yeah.
It's your fault.
My train, yeah, apparently.
Will you apologise to Australia?
Yeah.
Excuse me, is that hose to get rid of the UK strain?
I can't speak to you, no comment.
I have an idea. I think if the UK strain is such a problem, the only logical answer is to deport everyone from England. So I think what they do is they put the UK strain killer into the bollards. Why have you brought your hate symbols here to the city today?
Because they're not going to trick me into thinking hate is love and love is hate, mate.
Daniel Andrews has called for another lockdown. This is a third lockdown, this time blaming it not on himself, on the UK strain. There is no China virus, there's only a UK strain. Did you know that?
I just learned something new today.
There you go, schooling people in Melbourne.
You reckon we should pay Australian Open a little visit? Yeah. Is Australia open? Yeah. No, it's not!
Dictator Dan wants us to, stay at home. No, I don't think so.
The crowd is now marching towards Australian Open after our little conversation with police a few minutes ago. It'll be interesting to see how they react to the group here now joining the tennis. Why not? Looks like he's ready to play.
Oh, yeah, Avi.
You ready to play?
Of course, mate.
So what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day now that you're locked up?
Oh, we actually just had a fine dining dinner and got really drunk.
Yeah, pretty smashed.
Today?
Yeah.
Just a
Oh, so
Flinders
you guys are off your head.
Not off our head, but...
How long have you been together?
2 years.
2 years.
I thought you were about to say 2 hours, I was worried. Quite a large crowd now walking towards the Australian Open, which apparently, as you saw in our conversation with the commanding officer, is a legal gathering But this one, because it has well over 100 protesters, is deemed illegal by DHHS. So there is a line marching, a crowd marching for as far as the eye can see of Victorians that are outraged about the announcement a couple of hours ago that we're going back into lockdown from tonight. Our third lockdown. These people say no. The Australian Open, where thousands have been all week, packed into the stadium. I'm trying to get my head around this. Obviously, the virus knows not to attack the tennis.
Yeah, exactly right. It's got a political agenda, the virus.
Help us. I know you've got force, but you don't have to enforce. You can resist your enforcement. You can do it.
But it's only 5 days.
Yeah, right. What about the kids? My concern is my children. That's why I'm here. They've got to go to school. They've got to go to kinder. They've got to go to, like, it's...
I'm going to have to cut you off. Show me one piece of evidence that education helps anyone.
It's because our government believes that purchasing alcohol is more of a priority than people that would like to go to places of worship. Apparently this is better for your health.
You know what the worst part is? I used to only go to synagogue for the alcohol. I know you don't like to express your feelings, but how do you feel?
She does.
How do you feel about Daniel Andrews?
Him and all of them that are behind that. Every day you get a different one come out for every second hour. They all need to go. My son goes to a special needs school here in Melbourne, and he rang me this afternoon, and he never ever rings me. And today he rang me to tell me that his friends at the school are very upset. They were all crying, and one of his friends is threatening to commit suicide because Daniel Andrews is putting them into lockdown again. Now these are kids with autism and special needs. Now this is how bad this is affecting these children.
Why not? Are you calling Dan Andrews a liar?
Yes.
If you enjoyed this report, make sure to like, comment and share. Spread the love. Let the world see what's happening in Melbourne, Australia for the third time in a row. So if you're anywhere in the world and you think you're going into lockdown now and that's the end of it, look at Melbourne. And then don't forget to go to Rebel News on YouTube, subscribe and hit that little notification button so you don't miss a thing.